stuff on him. That being said, though, they do have great matchups versus this Doom. So a lot of pressure being put onto the side of Xtreme Gaming, it feels like, and tough for Paparazzi. He's not a Nature's Prophet who's going to be able to get this insane scaling. And ganking some of these lanes is, yeah, as they said, it's going to be hard. Bursting a Lone Druid, bursting Centaur, pretty difficult. But, hey, they played so damn well last game, even at a deficit. So definitely some faith in them.
And I wanted to sort of, as I think that they see them right on that ward there. That was the Dire ward placed down. And now everybody walks in to the Radiant ward. Why You Smile immediately runs away. Looks like they're going to secure both of these runes most likely. Or maybe they head up top and try and get those ones. But what I was going to mention is that we were kind of talking during the draft, and you had said they might just Magnus again. What do you think it was that made them decide to go for this Doom? Was it just the double Doom potential with the Grim?
They still like the hero a lot, too, but I think that's more than anything it. Yeah, just that double Doom. They can just remove like the Pango from the game even more. And maybe just thinking they were going to be able to just take out most of the carry heroes, but Lone Druid is one of the better ones, of course, versus the Doom, because, yeah, you just stand there and hit them with your bear, and you're going to be healing from your Spirit Link constantly. So, yeah, we'll see how it all kicks off and see how these lanes end up going. The Ench pick, I think this is just, you know, Why You Smile, he tends to play these heroes that are just securing lane. He plays these Undying, these Enchantresses, and now he's playing versus Grimstroke, so he's going to be able to always remove these Inkswells versus with the Enchant constantly inside the laning phase and perhaps in the game, and try to secure the lane for Shiro.
Yeah, that one is going to be super annoying. And later on, there is still going to be like the Avatos into Inkswell combo, which,
yeah,
I mean, even if that one, you're probably not going to be able to enchant it off in the amount of time it takes to blow somebody up.
No. But like which targets, right? They have to get really ideal targets that they get for those type of setups. Like they have to 100 to 0 the Lone Druid in most situations if they want to go for Shiro. But yeah, let's sweep, because XG, they played so damn well. Ghost was a total boss on his Morphling as well, and he's playing his Shadow Fiend, and they have a pretty good win rate on the Shadow Fiend. Usually Paparazzi playing it, but they're good at playing it all around.
Absolutely. PYW tried to go for a courier. There's a little snag there, but couldn't quite connect onto it.
And let's see, at least in particular for me, as Bear takes a bit of a beating, okay. What Planet's going to be able to do on Rubik? You know, I was kind of excited with the way that he built on the Weaver last game, and then it just fell super flat. He actually didn't have like any impact. His BKB, his Atos, didn't really do much of anything. He wasn't able to focus Fire Egg at all. So on Rubik this game, he's got a lot of good spells to steal. The Ricky darts and stuff like that eventually. Cloud, he's got the SF spells too. Grimstroke spells just become better. So yeah, we'll see what Planet's going to be able to do this time around.
And Avalanche, one of the ones that we've seen be the most effective for trying to set up these kills. So crazy good with that extra little bit of range and, of course, the extra duration on those stuns from the Arcane Supremacy. But you can see in the laning stage, at least, Ghost pump faking a lot of these raises, and he's gone in too far. Ghost going to get punished hard. Well, that is going to be a first blood. Planet trying to be brought down by PYW. He's going to be able to get out of there for the moment, but the chase down, one more punch, the Fade Bolt, it's not enough to keep him alive. And now trying to get out with that missed chance. PYW will be missed once, and that keeps him alive. That double edge, if he had hit one more time, would have been a death for him. And Ghost doesn't actually end up missing that many creeps.
Nope. Has to be careful of positioning on the Shadow Fiend. There's tons of burst if you're stepping up, and there's the repositioning of the Rubik, so he does get caught. Did they get the kill on the bear?
Yeah, might have been.
Can't tell, actually. I didn't see if they got the gold for it, but I mean, it doesn't look like it based off levels, but maybe. Right. He did take the bear. Okay, cool. So, yeah, big injection of gold for JT. They able to get it once. Big money.
After a good game number one, coming out of the laning stage is already looking pretty hot. I mean, obviously, losing Ghost is bad, but the fact that he basically gets all those other creeps uncontested now, souls all filled up, he's happy as a clam.
Yep, he's level 3 now too, so level 2 raises, they can even post kill threat constantly onto the Centaur if he's not careful.
Yeah, has to step back immediately there, but the raise will push the lane a little bit as Planet comes on into body block the camp and trying to trade with that Ricky mid lane. Haven't looked at it too much, but 16-4 versus 15-5, nothing to say, having a good time.
Yep. Sometimes the Tiny's able to just pull ahead from that base damage, but nothing to say, is holding his own. PYW and Planet just going at it on the side here.
Every time that Centaur steps over, it's a potential dangerous spot for PYW.
It's like both of them, right? It's like as soon as the SF starts to step over, Planet has to be cautious too. Ghost goes for even Bracer. So really trying to protect himself versus the burst damage that's coming up here. Cool. Really like it.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. and is getting denied out a couple of times here by Jianyu on that Centaur there. As you can see, all the damage coming in from those skeletons spawned, and that Stroke of Fate doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, Shiro might actually end up losing another bear at some point soon. The Scorched Earth plus the spam that's coming out from DY is definitely starting to add up. And it didn't get to point that out, too. It is DY playing the Grimstroke, not PYW, so not the norm that we used to see is the race to top rune. Nothing to say we'll be able to get it.
Paparazzi at least did get the other one, so he won't be denied out completely. But yeah, 4 minutes in, and all of the lanes looking pretty good. The only one that's struggling a little bit is that Centaur, but of course...
He got first blood,
yeah,
so he's still okay.
He's still doing quite well.
Yeah, he's same net worth as the Doom, who got a bear kill. That bear kill is definitely significant. The Arcane Boots and the Wraith Band already finished up on JT, so he's tanky, and they have constant spam onto this bear. And now, rotation onto mid lane, they want to try to... Immediately, they try to go aggro onto the Lone Druid because of this pressure that's coming out from the Ench, and he just fears them away. This is a lot of damage on tower for just a Wild Wing.
Yeah, that was really nicely played. He tried to get the Hurricane back, but I think he caught onto a creep instead. But now,
Paparazzi
moving in Planet, trying to make a move, but DY makes the rotation in, and well, we'll even pass over a Tango. Throws out another, but the net's there. Planet, no mana, but still gets the kill.
Oh my, so much emphasis onto mid, even forcing a second TP. I mean, why you smile? Innocence. These little moves, the Wild Wing and then just that little net coming from the Hill Troll, it's enough.
Yeah, showing why they picked this hero at the place that they did. They can put so much pressure on to this mid lane, playing together with that Pango, and well, I mean, you're not really getting a counter pressure onto the other side lanes that you would want from all these rotations mid.
No, Lone Druid is self-sufficient, especially versus something like Doom. He just holds his ground. If they ever try to go aggro with the Grimstroke Inkswell, he just fears them away, so can't actually connect onto him. So good move. That being said, though, the farm, still good for JT. He's not really getting pressured at all either down here.
True.
And he's actually going for an adaptation.
Whoa.
He's not going Midas. He's just going straight Arcane Boot Met at the moment, so trying to join his team and just fight a little bit earlier. Neat.
I wonder if they're going to try and play for a faster timing even.
Feels like it.
That is super interesting.
Uh-oh.
Nothing to say. They're onto him. The Phantom's Embrace. The damage. Couple more hits. The toss is there. Nothing to say. Jumps on a PYW. Will get that kill.
Oh, and he's going to get the rune as well, too. The bounty up here. He's able to snag it because they have that ward to be able to watch if anyone else is there. Nicely done.
So how much does this change the way this game looks if JT's going for these early Greaves?
I'm not sure if I kind of like it, to be honest with you. But I mean, we're seeing JT was such a boss last time, and it will let them fight earlier before like the BKBs and stuff like that for the SF. So yeah, I'm not sure. It's a bit of an interesting one.
Yeah.
He's like 1, 3, and 1. So it's literally just full fighting. It's not a farm build at all yet.
It feels like JT wants to just get involved early. And maybe this is an adaptation because of how quickly LGD are going to come online too. That, you know, they're just concerned about their ability to deal with the pressure. Because it's an Ench, it's a Lone Druid. Like, these towers will drop. And
yeah.
You can see already moving in. DY in trouble as gets ran down by Nothing to Say. Why You Smile and Shiro's Bear. I mean, they are going to come online super quickly for LGD.
Yeah, especially with them babysitting and giving Nothing to Say this amazing start in the mid lane. Sure, you see Paparazzi's decent on network, but he wants to be ahead of this Pango off of this start. So, yeah, I mean, it must be something along the lines of just, I want to fight around these towers that LGD is going to look to pressure really early with the Ancient Lone Druid. So, yeah, cool. We'll see if it does work.
To be fair, you know, Midas has been losing a lot. So,
yeah,
let's see if he can make it work.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Hood done for the Centaur.
He's so tanky now versus the SF, versus the Tiny. As we said, you know, Paparazzi, he's going to have some struggles to be able to rotate and make any moves on the map because of these tanky side laners.
Look at this move by him. Okay. He comes up top and wants to find Jianyu, but he's already away. Oh, and man. They see him on the ward. Yeah, that one hurts.
Free lane for Shiro. He's like, okay, time to hit the tower.
Oh, that's painful.
So now pressuring bottom, pressuring mid.
Dude, this is looking rough for Xtreme Gaming. LGD, this Lone Druid pick has worked out perfectly for them.
I think it was I can't even think of a better pick. Like, it was the absolute perfect pick versus this Doom. And yeah, the Paparazzi, he has to stay mid because the push is happening and because he can't gank the side lanes. It's like if he goes for the Centaur has Hood. He can just, if he just pops Stampede and runs away unless they perfectly kill him with like a triple raise combo, he's gonna get away. So difficult for Paparazzi to make these rotations, but might have to soon. But if he does, he'll lose his tower.
And they're already losing the tower bottom too. So, I mean, to be honest, even if he doesn't, even if he stays mid, I don't know if they can keep the tower alive.
Yeah, this is getting accelerated quickly here from PSG.LGD with their setup.
A little bit out of hand. And they're going to smoke up with 2 now, try and make the move up top. So Pango, Rubik playing together. Do they recognize this is coming?
Ghost is very fragile. SF, if you can get on top of him, that's how we see the Centaur pick. This hero just dies as Ghost. They see, oh, he's getting slowed too.
Oh, TP out, but the lift is there, and Ghost didn't stand a chance.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah.
A clean rotation, not even having to use Rolling Thunder. So nothing to say, has it for the next play. Yeah, they're just going to play their lane. Look, they still have all 3 lanes they're farming in them, so.
Did you ever see Austin Powers?
Absolutely.
You remember that scene where it's the guy standing in front of a steamroller just screaming, watching it roll at him? That's what I feel like we're seeing with this LGD team. It's just like, they're coming, they're going to get us, and just no way to stop it.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult. I mean, if a couple of these rotations don't work for Paparazzi, it could just snowball out of control, as maybe this one will work.
All right, trying to step to the side away from the steamroller, and they get 1 kill onto the Pango.
Big kill, and he gets the rune secures too as well. They will lose top tower, and that's pretty much the blink dagger for the Centaur. So now initiation's going to be there for PSG.LGD a lot earlier than Xtreme. But a good kill, at least for Paparazzi. It will boost up his farm toward that blink a little bit earlier.
Well, JT has that mech now too, so
let's see what it's going to do.
Won't have that same type of initiation that we're seeing from, you know, obviously the blink dagger on Centaur you're talking about.
Yeah.
But we'll at least try and allow them to stand toe-to-toe against the pressure that's going to be coming from LGD.
Yeah, perhaps. He also only has like 2 points in Devour, right? So no Midas, low points Devour. He's going to farm a lot slower than your usual Dooms. And look at this, the push. They've got the Dark Troll and a Catapult here. Paparazzi Invis, though.
And they find him again. This is a big pick-off. They get the Requiem, too. All right. Xtreme not willing to give up these towers for nothing. But to be honest, they can't stop it, actually.
Nope.
It's too difficult. There's way too much pressure coming in.
And the blink is about to arrive. Centaur's got it.
Finds him there. JT turns. Well, Doom is available. Drops it now with the fear. No one comes out in time. The toss gets him away. Oh my god, they actually make it work to get him out of there.
Ghost, there's another blink in a second here from Centaur.
Yeah, and
gets
well,
both.
The jump, the stun, they have a silence, but it comes too late. JT, he can't stop this pressure. The steamroller is coming. They move in. They find another kill, and they didn't get the double Doom in time. The fear came out.
The Doom, or the fear comes out, and also Planet Stall Avalanche. So he just throws it right on top of him and kind of stops it with these little mini stuns. This game for Xtreme already looking at extremely difficult. The Grimstroke, 900 net. Oh my good, 900 net worth.
It is.
DY's in Struggle City.
It's got a win lace and a dream.
I mean, because they've been forced to rotate so much because of the way the Ench has been playing, right? Like, they didn't get to play bottom to pressure the Lone Druid at all. They kept having to react to mid because of the way Why You Smile just kept sending creeps there. This is looking very difficult for them to try to salvage things.
I mean, the thing that's the most scary to me about this LG lineup right now is that we haven't even really seen a role, right?
No.
Like, obviously they have answers for it, but in this game with Stampede, with the rundown from the Lone Druid Bear, there's just so many things that interrupt Xtreme's ability to try and play Dota.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, they want to be able to get like Soulbind and stuff like that to control the role and be able to, but he just hasn't even needed to use it. They've killed him a couple times, but it doesn't matter because of the timings that everyone else has. And just how early the blink really from Centaur. Like, look, they're smoked bottom. They're expecting this rotation onto Shiro.
Does this work, though?
Oh, DY.
He gets found, does have that Soulbind, wants to get it off, but nope, is just going to get dropped. So immediately preempting that move. And LGD, they take another fight win. And now Why You Smile running in.
Look how confident.
He is not at all afraid.
He's just doesn't even have like a casual cloak or anything. He's just running into the high ground versus this Tiny, who does have blink, but as we mentioned, it's tough for them to set up on side lanes. Lone Druid's so damn tanky, Centaur as well.
I mean, this feels like it has to be the play here. They need to get something. And defending a tier 2 tower, Avalanche toss back, finds the Enchantress. The jump comes in.
She's tanky.
But they can't bring her down, and now Doom, JT in trouble. The roll comes out. DY there wants to try and stop it with the Soulbind, but they already lose the Doom. And now the fight, I don't know if you can take this one. Avalanche tries to get the kill. It's not there. They didn't buy back on the Doom. They don't have the damage. This fight has gone horrifically.
They're all dead.
For Xtreme, the whole game has gone horrifically. And LGD, they're just going to take this tier 2 tower.
And this game, very likely. How do they fight? Like, SF needs so much time. Even when he gets Dragonlance, he can't show up to fights. He'll just die from all the burst damage that's coming out from LGD. He needs a BKB to be able to join anything. And the game is accelerating just way too fast. Blink reveal from Tiny. Actually throws the stun out, I believe, when the Rolling Thunder is still active, too. So it doesn't even get the connection onto nothing to say. They don't even get a trade kill.
Yeah, and that is, you can see here, rough way to make it go. Paparazzi tries to make that move onto Ench, but it was just never going to be enough.
No. Just gets the heal off, and then they're just click away. And yeah, we'll see the Soulbind catch, nothing to say. But yeah, I think the Avalanche came just a little too early. So they can't even get one kill out of it. I think if he does get the connection on the stun, maybe they at least get nothing to say. But yeah, not even the case.
That one hurts. Well, and, you know, as a testament to the current state of the game as we get back into the live feed, if you take a look at JT's queued up items, he's going back for it.
He's like, screw it, the mech didn't work. Greaves ain't gonna help us. Gotta go Greed, guys. The game is completely falling apart. So 15 minutes is hit. PYW, he does have the shard now for the Ricky, but damage has really already been done from the side of PSG.LGD. They can now kind of go anywhere they want, and they see Paparazzi. Oh, wait, what the?
He fade bolted a creep, it looks like.
That was, whoopsie.
That happens.
Bit interesting. Maybe, I mean, they don't. I think that's true. They have a lot of information. They did see almost everyone else, so missing out on a free kill perhaps. But either way, 9K gold lead. They're fine with anything that's going on right now.
But the Midas.
Oh yeah. DY. I mean, this is the saddest Grimstroke I've ever seen.
You know, there's a reason that this hero might not have been picked. Was he even picked at TI? I'm trying to remember. I feel like it might have been one of the unpicked ones.
I think it might have been. I know it had like I saw it picked in SEA during DPC now, but I think it lost the games that I saw there too. As pace continuing to accelerate, PSG.LGD into Roche. No way for Xtreme to be able to fight there. They need it. So I think for them, they'll just have to buy time, which isn't really going to benefit them too much, but buy time to try to have Ghost finish BKB so he can try to have some type of hope to be able to fight. But yeah, the map control that LGD is going to be able to get out of this, it's tremendous.
Right, and you know, you can imagine a world in which Ghost, you know, whether that's fighting because you can have the BKB Requiem play and maybe like Tiny can find a toss back onto him or something like that, or even just the ability to just stand and punch people, right? The right clicks from this hero can be strong, but they're just losing out so much. There's no supporting cast, even if they do get him to that BKB, because Paparazzi, he's going to die again. Stolen Avalanche for Rubik has had an immaculate game from Planet.
Yeah, one of the rougher ones for Paparazzi too, and yeah, I think they knew exactly how to play this entire game, it feels like, from PSG.LGD. Just shut down the Tiny, take the towers early, let Lone Druid do his own thing down bottom. They lost the Bear once. The Bear, that is, not the hero. And now they're already onto high ground, 17 minutes.
Yeah, they can Ricky Shard to try and slow this down, but it feels like an inevitability as Ghost still very far away from finishing off that BKB. People need to, like, sort of, I don't know. I feel like this Lone Druid is incredibly strong. We've seen it across multiple regions just look really good.
It's like the perfect pick versus Doom, really. There's nothing you do versus hero as Doom. There's Tower quickly falling.
Thinking about trying to slow this down as JT. And, well, Hurricane in, some damage done. It was a decent try, and, well, Requiem, that didn't do enough. It was not nearly enough. Now, Stolen Hurricane by the Rubik.
And actually, where it pulls out Shiro a little bit.
Okay.
That was a big commitment, though. That was the Requiem, unable to even kill the Enchantress who's on the front line. So Why You Smile just confidently walks up, heals the Bear. The Requiem kind of pushed them into separate directions when they were linked up, so they couldn't run the same direction, but there's no damage. They can't actually commit forward on Xtreme as LGD. Might just look to continue this siege up top. If someone shows, they're just going to jump them. They still have this sneaky ward, too. It's inside the base, so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, seeing paparazzi, that could be a pretty big problem.
Yeah, and the sentry's not going to catch it either.
Well, they see it all. Do they want to go in? It looks like
go for mid.
No. Yeah. Shiro's saying if we can take that top tower, we can move right into mid afterwards by going through this, but
see you later.
Well, that's going to be a dead PYW.
Has the Brigand's Blade now also on the Bear, too, on top of the Deso and that Mask of Madness. Yeah, towers drop so fast to this.
Wonder if
back to top.
If he's switching or chasing down to here, if he switches into Lance of Pursuit.
I don't think so. The damage is too good. The Doom
comes down, but the Hurricane, and now the heals. Oh, Nature's Attendants. They're going to keep him alive. Oh, that feels bad.
Stolen Hurricane, baby.
It's too good.
And they have, of course, that lift. Well, they have the shard if he needed to use it, but 4 stabs and whatnot. Keep nothing to say alive.
Dude, I got to imagine that there's more bugs for, like, stolen Rubik spells from Doom, from creeps, than, like, any other thing in the world. I feel like I mean, already Rubik has a ton of bugs, but then on top of that, it's like there's so many of these new spells that come out on the heroes.
Ghost. Almost has BKB, but feels like it's going to be coming out just far too late. Let's see if it makes any difference.
Yeah, it is not looking like they're going to be able to close this one out in 2 games for Xtreme, barring some type of a miracle here, because the pressure keeps on being mounted, and Aegis in hand for another minute and a half. Curious what LGD want to do with that. If they, I mean, they have the type of lineup that can go high ground, but we've seen that throughout this tour, there's been a lot of just sit back, try and play the map, you know, wait for the enemy team to leave the base, and then you go for the high ground push.
Yeah, especially versus something like Tiny, right? You maybe just want to be a little careful of these tossbacks, but overall, I mean, the map is their oyster. They can kind of go wherever they want as they please at the moment on PSG.LGD. Hitting crazy item timings. I mean, yeah, everyone's scaling. Enchantress and Rubik continuing to scale on top of their 3 cores. As there's no towers to get, but they still have great vision. And is this a bait here from Planet? Look at this Rubik illusion. Oh, they won't even go for it.
Yeah, they're not.
They're not taking the bait.
But it does gain some good vision, at least, that Rubik illusion up in the jungle. As, well, they're going to try and force people back now. If you leave the base, the Bear will start to bring down some good damage there. The toss back onto it.
Maybe they kill it.
Okay, okay. Hurricane back in. A nice little chunk of change.
Okay. JT will take that.
All right, this is where you smoke out and kill him again. They gotta do something.
Still Aegis 20 seconds.
Yeah.
All 3 lanes being shoved in soon, too. It's not easy for Xtreme.
No. No, it feels very difficult, in fact. But do kind of need to, at some point, make a move, it feels like. The Spirit Vessel is online for Why You Smile.
Everyone's just so farmed. Just like yeah. I mean, they'll have to commit with the whole BKB to kill one of these targets, but they're not squishy, as we keep reiterating. You know, they might be able to kill one of the cores, maybe the Pango, but yeah, just so tough for them to get the grab. But let's see. They're going for the smoke out.
Yeah, this feels like kind of a desperation play, but also the only play that they can make. And with this mid tower still up, it is really difficult to make those big wraparound movements.
And they're still they're playing between the positioning where they can catch the Lone Druid. You see, Why You Smile was playing an enemy jungle, Rubik right behind him too, so if they do get an aggressive grab, and even onto Shiro, they're gonna like get the lift off and save. PSG.LGD, they're covering themselves perfectly.
They realized what was happening too. They saw the Doom eat a creep mid, and that gives them the vision and understanding of where they're at. Ricky Dart goes out. Why You Smile wants to chase. Can't quite catch, though, on a PYW, even though the dust was there.
He's like, haha, made you wait to mace the dust. Now, DY, uh-oh.
Gotta run. Hits onto both of them. They have a Ricky Dart to connect, but DY just gets gobbled up by the Bear Man. And, oh, they spotted him. I think that was the dust wearing out.
Yeah, this is rough. Poor DY. Poor Grimstroke. 1,900 net worth, 22 minutes. I mean, unable to get anything.
Dude, can you imagine PYW in the draft is like, dude, I played this hero so often. It's great. Trust me.
Uh-oh, bottom. JT.
Oh, no. Tries to Hurricane away. BKB, TP out. Okay. It's like, yeah, I promise you, DY, it's going to be wonderful. Just play it.
They've done this. They did this so much in 2000 and... Oh, God, my years are confusing myself. Whatever. Anyway, when they were Vici Gaming, when they were playing tons of this matchup, yeah, they used it a lot. They had some success with it, but some of these games it did look like this, where things just crumbled very quickly because they couldn't actually put pressure. And yeah, this is one of those games.
Yeah, they haven't got the double doom off once.
No, they haven't gotten. They literally haven't done like anything. They got some damage. They killed the bottom tower, but look at the other towers. They're like full HP. So all 3 lanes quite disastrous, and the whole entire game after that has been exactly the same.
Pango gets the BKB completed after the Aeon disc even? Wait, is that right?
No.
No.
I was like,
That was
what?
somebody else's BKB. Well, BKB was used for the Doom. They do have it on Shadow Fiend. And Echo Saber completed for Paparazzi.
Look at that scan right on top of Xtreme.
Yeah.
PSG.LGD all ready.
And
they get the
find
grab.
him right at the start. Big ulti, though, and the Doom
Dooms?
down onto 2.
Okay.
This is the best that they could possibly hope for. So they do find both of them, and the bear going to start to get dropped. Paparazzi finds the kill onto it. They do lose Doom after, though. Nice hit coming out from Planet. And the resummon there. So that was about as good as it gets for XG.
Yeah, they got a great connection onto the 2 cores beautifully. Right through that Aeon disc, they have the damage. But Shiro able to get a good cleanup kill. But not bad when you're at this far of a deficit. They do buy back from PYW. Doesn't get much of anything, but at least they get something on Xtreme.
You can see the big burst that came out there with the double Doom and, of course, the tosses, everything else. But JT ended up getting dropped after a quick little fade bolt there, ended his life.
That's a huge commitment, though, right? That is...
Yeah.
I mean, Ghost actually didn't end up popping BKB, which is a little bit of a saving thing for there, but that is their big ults, the Doom as well as the Requiem. So now PSG.LGD, Roshan's up. It's probably just free.
Yeah, there's no way you can come in and try and take another fight like that at this point.
They actually don't check it, though. They're
Okay.
looking for kills instead. They'll find PYW.
Tricks of the trade, trying to slow down his inevitable death. Will get the fear onto him. And Riki Dart stolen.
Oh, that's a nice one.
That is very good.
They're still not even going to check that Rosh. So I guess rather than taking the Rosh, they're going to look to push versus those cooldowns being down. Okay.
And, I mean, you saw right there the range on this dart from Planet.
It's absurd.
Everything.
Yeah. Full screen.
And it hits from very far away onto Ghost. Toss back. Bear. That's the other resummon, too. Shiro's Bear in some trouble. Hurricane, Paparazzi roll back the other direction. Aeon Disc proc. They hit now onto Xiangyu. He pops the BKB. Is able to get some separation. Ghost not wanting to pop that BKB.
Leash to the Bear. 10 seconds for the resummon. They'll back it up.
Yeah, keeping him alive.
Yeah, Rosh still on the menu if they want to go check it out. Now it's guaranteed. Now they know it's 100% up. They didn't scout it before.
I was hoping for the Shiro 5 Wraith Band pickup.
They don't do that here.
No,
they're not gonna.
It is a good one, though. I love that build.
Yeah, it's fun. I don't think he needs it versus the like that one. I think it's really good when you're playing versus like heavy physical damage that gets on you. They don't really have that on the side of Xtreme.
Fair
It's
enough.
all magical until SF's super big, which doesn't feel like it's gonna get to that point this game.
So 26 minutes in, it's a 16,000 gold lead, and the fact that Xtreme have not just lost all of their racks is a pretty big feat in and of itself, but that one might be coming to an end pretty soon here.
Yeah.
Kind of has that type of feel to it.
Yeah, silver linings. That's what you like to look for, right?
Oh, yeah. They have not lost immediately.
They have not lost at the 20
You got
minute
to give
mark.
it to them.
Yeah, they didn't lose a Rax yet. And they do always have tossbacks.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's tall ask to see if they're going to be able to scale in any way versus this.
5 kills.
Look at this win probability as well, too. I mean, it's 95% for the side of PSG.LGD, and it's been 90-something% for a good 10 minutes or so.
I've seen worse.
Definitely seen worse. We did see that 84% from yesterday from Entity.
Oh, yeah.
End up going the other way, so. This one probably a lot less likely, obviously, because, you know, there's the hero matchups in general, but.
I mean, it's one of those things, though, where you can see some crazy stuff happen for sure. And they are out onto the map still. Like, Doom getting over there, getting some free farm, picking up a couple of these items along the way. That's kind of what they need, it feels like.
Yeah, but there are other 4, especially Paparazzi. He is going to be overtaken by the 2 supports pretty soon.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah. It's just not an easy game for the Tiny.
No. No, it is going to need to be these tossbacks. Definitely what they're going to be looking for to try and make anything happen in this one.
Rax is going to die so fast, though. AC is finished on the bear.
Ghost doing some good damage onto it, forces him away.
They have the Wild Wing plus the always continuous lifts and stuff like that.
Sleep, toss,
the pullback.
Available. Paparazzi finds the back line. Ghost down low already, but there's the connection onto two of them. JT still has that Doom ready. They already throw it out.
He used it on the Centaur.
And nothing to say, rolling back and forth. They all survive and manage to escape, with the exception of one. And now, actually, Paparazzi, Tiny,
they're going for the
jumps
bear.
on in. They try and get it. The Shiro Bear is going to fall pretty low, but the fear was there onto Ghost. Take it off with that shard, with the ink swell, but the jump in, Zhang Yu finds a big old stomp onto a couple of them. Ghost still low, and no more BKB left for him, but they get enough for the kill on a nothing to say.
Okay.
So they bait these ones out, make it work. It did cost the buyback of Paparazzi, but Planet also bought back. PYW tries to jump out of there. Will get sniped by Planet, and then Shiro starts to go to work. Paparazzi, Avatos gets the kill. That's a dieback on the Rubik. Ghost still going to town.
Oh, Paparazzi.
And there's the root. That's the one that they needed. The Shiro Bear starts to beat him down. The big stun is there, and it's not going to be enough to keep him alive.
Shiro does way too much damage. They end up having like ignore him because they have to put so much attention onto the Pango and everything, as he's able to just rip them to shreds with it. Hold the racks, though.
I mean,
for now.
That's what's crazy.
Decent holds coming out. It does require buybacks, especially from Paparazzi, who, look at his net worth, of course, has now completely stagnated.
Yeah, ended up dying back in that one, too.
Yeah.
I mean, he can still do what you want him to do in terms of, you know, getting those tossbacks, but...
Yeah.
Oh my god, Planet has the most damage in the game.
Yeah, he's got some really nice deals so far. He had the stroke, I believe, that hit a couple targets there. He bought back also and died.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's getting some really nice steals. Good connections. I think multiple times avalanche and stuff too.
Oh, that's why. It's the building damage, of course, for Shiro.
Yeah, lone druid things.
And, well, 10 building damage for Ricky. That is an interesting one.
He hit it once. Shiro now, level 20 has been picked up, so true form cooldown. It's pretty much permanent.
They can try and delay this as much as possible, but this looks like it is finally going to be the racks going down after the glyph. Paparazzi coming back to life.
Doom in 10.
Try to slow this down if they can. A bash connects, and burning the mana of Ghost. Super annoying to play against. And oh, the
what a
fear.
Instant.
Perfectly timed from Shiro. JT jumps in, wants to find it, waiting for that Doom, doesn't throw it out yet, but does finally get it there.
They pull back Shiro.
And the Hurricane separates the two of them, so they're not soulbound together anymore, and he can just run away on the lone druid.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they got to get out. They got to run,
but
Ghost. There's nowhere to hide. Ghost is going to get jumped on. He's going to get stomped. Was expecting some voice lines, but regardless, it is going to be a root there on to the Doom. Try and turn, do what damage they can, and they are bringing that bear down low, but with Ghost already dead, the continued damage is not going to be enough. Paparazzi in the fountain, but the stomp comes out again. Shiro starts gobbling him up, and with that, they are going to turn onto the tier 4s and end this game.
Beautiful game plan from PSG.LGD. I mean, what feels like the literal best last pick they could have gotten in the draft, this lone druid. 7-0 and 13 on Shiro. GG. Wow. I mean, PSG.LGD, this time they came with a plan, little to no mistakes. Perfect execution, and XG's draft fell apart very quickly in this one. They couldn't make much happen. They couldn't pressure the lone druid at all. They lost all 3 tier 1s like 10 minutes in or something like that. Yeah, this one was...